So nobody in the UK wants to work anymore. And I've been trying to figure out why this has happened. For the first time in history, we're told there's a shortage of skilled people. And on the other side, we have a shortage of employers willing to hire people. So we're in a catch-22 situation. I'm trying to work out why. And I looked at some numbers this morning. If you are a young person at the start of a career, you are practically finished if you live in the UK. You cannot get a job. They want you to have experience, and if you don't have any, and no one's willing to give you a shot, you haven't got experience. Years and years of that. I think even in my day, maybe 20 years ago when I was looking for jobs, it was like that. So I feel very, very, how can I put it? I feel very sorry for anyone that's job hunting now. So why is it people are not willing to work? Because we have about 12 million people in the UK not willing to work. That's about 15% population. And those 12 million are people that are of working age. So they're not retired and they're not children. So why are they not working? Is it one, there's no opportunity? Is it they're looking after someone, they've got children, they can't work, benefits pay more? I don't know. So I tried to figure it out and I want everyone's opinion on it. Because what I'm seeing in the market, I used to call people chancers. So these were candidates that I would speak to, and they would say to me, Cads, I'm looking for £60,000 a year. And I would say, okay, is that near enough what you're on now? Is it close to it? Is it a small pay rise? They're like, no, I'm on 35 or I'm on 40. And I used to call them chancers because they're just hoping I would work really hard, find them a big pay rise and go from there. But what I'm actually seeing is this is a very common trait now. I started to wonder why. And I'm talking to employers and I'm saying, look, everyone's asking for this, but they're like, we can't pay that. No way. And it's not that they're being tight, it wouldn't make economic sense. So there is a huge disconnect here. On the one side, we have a huge shortage, and on the other side, there's no demand. It's a very weird situation. I'm looking on a macro scale. If you look at the unemployment rate, it might look like it's falling, but actually, a lot of people are not working. Even take it onto the economic level. My personal circle, nobody's working. People are making money, but nobody's actually working. So I just can't work out why. And I think I kind of know. So I'll give you some statistics. Yeah. A lot of that 12 million I said at the start are actually people that are caring. There is a huge number of people that care for someone else that's sick or themselves are sick. That makes about 15% of that. So actually, a lot of people are, I don't know if they have to claim disability to fall into that category, but those people are actually not able to work or because they're caring for someone else. So if you've got a sick grandma and you're caring for them, I've been in a situation where I've cared for someone as well. So it is a bit tough and you can't actually work. So there's nothing to support these people other than giving them, I don't know, what do they give them? A bit of £90 or £100 a week or something. They give them something small. So those people can't work. Whether they're skilled or not, it doesn't matter. So bringing something into the economy is very, very difficult. Now, the sad thing is, this is the main reason. They're either they claim they're sick or they're caring. The other one is they're actually looking to retire. So they're not looking for new work. Yeah. So they were 60, they've lost their job, they've quit their job, and they're just waiting for that little bracket. So they fall into it. The other bit, there's 100,000 people that are actually saying they're discouraged. So they've had enough, they've tried to find a job and they can't. So it brings me to the fact that a lot of people that actually don't want to work actually do want to work, 10, 20% maybe. So I've been in a situation where I've been discouraged. So the sad thing is, how much does it cost to run a house or a household or to run your own home? Even in fact, I heard the average home buyer this year was 55 years old. So it's really tough on young people. And most of the people that aren't actually working are under 25 as well, which is a sad thing. So how much does it cost to run a house in the UK? Well, I spend probably around £4,000 a month. And that's, a bit of a loose, my purse strings are a bit loose in that respect. Sometimes I spend less, sometimes I spend more. But average out throughout the year, that's probably what it takes to run a family of four in the UK. And if you're living in London, it's even more. So to bring that kind of money in, and that's semi comfortable, I would say, not lavish, but comfortable. If you're living in London and your rent is 1,500 or whatnot, maybe 2K, and you've got a little car on finance, and your gas electric's another 200, your food bill's 300-400, you're looking at 3,000 at least you're going to need. So that equates to 3 to 4,000, would mean you'd have to have a salary of 55, 60K. Now, looking at the people, I'm thinking of the people I know that work, that's a very hard salary to get. So how are people actually living in the UK? I mean, the salaries to do that type of job, there's a very small amount of jobs that can actually afford that. And especially if you're unskilled. So you're looking at jobs in tech, you're looking at jobs that you have to do a 7-year degree for. And even then it's very, very difficult. It's just a weird situation that I think everyone is in. And the average salary being 30K, 28, 29,000. And I swear it's been 29, 30K salary, 26. I remember when I left university, 26,000 a year was the average salary. And so look how little it's gone up. So what do you do if you're in that situation? And I know many people, young boys and girls that are, they're coming to me and they're saying, oh, I can't get a job. No one's hiring me. No one's going to hire me. What should I do? I want to start my own business. And that seems like the only option. I know single mums that are asking advice. I spoke to one yesterday, actually. And they were saying, look, I want to start a business on the side and while I'm studying or while I'm doing my course. And I was like, okay, cool. That's pretty good. And I spoke to another lady yesterday as well. And she was saying pretty much the same thing. So what do you do? What does everyone do? That's what I'm learning. It's a very massive disconnect. Have you got to run side hustles now? Is that how it is? Have you always got to have a side hustle? Have you always got to have a little job? Funny enough, I saw a job the other day and it was a pro rata job, but it was about 1 hour a day and you would earn about $24 or £24 a day. And I was like, that's a nice little job. Why don't people do that job? It's a cushy job. And what you can do is do your little side hustle on the side. You can do Uber Eats, or you can do, I don't know, taxiing. You can work here and there in a warehouse. I mean, it's a huge disparity in what we're told you should do and what you should actually do. So it's very strange as well. And apologies, I haven't made any videos recently. I'm probably going to start up again. I had a lot of ill health, a lot of problems, and I finally figured out what it was. So fingers crossed I'm on the mend, back to cracking on and stuff like that. So fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. But I'd love to know everyone's thoughts on why nobody wants to work in the UK. It's just a very weird situation. I can't see it getting any better. Before I used to be quite optimistic and say like, look, there's millions of people not working because the economy's down, and as soon as the economy picks up, but I'm thinking there's no apprenticeships. Nobody hires. It's so competitive on the entry level scale. So what then happens is those people fall out of the sort of economy. They don't contribute to society, even though they want to. That's a sad thing. And I just wish there was more help for young people. That's just all I wish for. More training, more help. I'm just one man. I can't do anything about it, but we can obviously try and spread awareness and see if there is something to be done. But hey ho, all the best and take care.